What's going on YouTube? My name is Jacob. Welcome to 911%, a channel where I bring you guys along on my many adventures with my Porsche 911s. So today I'm heading up north to do some snowboarding for the first time this 2018-2019 season, so I'm very excited about that. I'm an avid snowboarder, you may or may not know. Any chance I get in the winter, I will shred. So super excited about that. Because it's an hour and a half away, I thought I'd give you guys a rundown on whether or not I think that my 2011 Carrera 4S is living up to my standard as a daily driver. It's been 8 months that I've owned the car, and I think between long distance touring to just day in and day out daily activities, I feel like I've got a nice general overview of 997 ownership. The one thing I haven't done with it is taking it on the track, and I haven't really put it through the winter test yet. It's just the beginning of winter here, so that's a little disclaimer for you guys. All right, so first up, the question I get the most often is the Porsche 997.2 Carrera 4S a good daily driver? I'll spill the beans right up front. The car is an amazing daily driver. This thing's the best daily driver I've ever had in my life. This has been the most dynamic, the most engaging, the most comfortable daily driver. It puts a big smile on my face every day, and I think that's what daily drivers need to do is, set up your day. I'm always in the zippy mood because of the 911. First up, coffee. I've got about an hour and a half to drive north, and without a coffee, that's impossible. If you missed last week's episode, I went over the winter prep on my Carrera 4S and all the little things involved in getting the car ready for the winter season, and I'll link that video in the card above. So I drive it on a daily basis, pretty much. It serves as a commuter train. I take it to and from work, to meetings. It's also the family school bus. I take my kids to school in it. There's a baby seat in the back. Today, it's a snowmobile. We're gonna rip it up north. And it's also a grocery getter. I take it to the grocery store, to the bank, to run errands, all that fun stuff. So, it gets a whole bunch of different uses. I haven't gone with it yet. I suppose that would be pretty challenging. However, with the roof, it's a fantastic daily driver, and if you're cross-shopping any BMW or Mercedes product like M3s or M4s, or even, C-Class AMGs, that kind of thing, that would be kind of in the same price range as a 997.2, and you're not too concerned about space, I really highly recommend looking at one of these Porsches because they're a lot of fun. In a nutshell, is it a good driver? Yes, highly recommended. It's absolutely awesome. Another question I get asked often is the 997.2 expensive to run as a daily driver? And I think that's a really important question when you're trying to figure out what's good and what will work on a daily basis. But the answer to this is relative. I think a good comparison to running costs would be an AMG C-Class or E-Class, M5, M4, M3. All those cars have huge tires. All those cars have huge brakes, premium labor costs. So from a maintenance standpoint, expect premium German sports car prices. It's been reliable in the last 8 months. As far as running costs from maintenance, I did spend a few $1,000s. I also had to spend a bit of dough getting the car ready for winter. There were definitely some initial costs. But it's still relatively inexpensive, I think, compared to other cars with similar performance. The only other cost that kind of piles up is fuel. These cars aren't overly fuel efficient, unfortunately. But what do you expect? It's a sports car. Another question that pops up is there anything that it's not good at? I've been so positive about this car and really praising it from all perspectives. But is there anything that really stands out? I just said, the fuel economy. It's a sports car, so I'm cool with that. I'm willing to make that sacrifice. Fuel economy is not the greatest around the city. 305 tires, high power engine, comes with the territory. Space is another. I mean, again, you know, this is a sports car, 2-seater, really, with some jump seats in the back. So just from a day-to-day perspective, it is a little bit small in here. I'm at the ski hill, but there's a little twisty road here, and it's covered in half hard pack, half tarmac, and it's my first time in the snow with the 911, and it's kind of crazy. Check this out. Guys, so I just made it to Mount St. Louis Moonstone here, and super excited. I decided to spend a little bit less time on the slopes and a little bit more time driving, just because I didn't realize there's so much snow up here. I want to test out some of these roads when they're a little bit snow covered. It's going to be fun, and then we're going to take the car through the car wash as soon as I get back. I'm just going to suit up, grab my lift ticket, do a couple of runs, and then head back to the city. So I'm going to do a little shredding, and I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, so that was totally awesome. I hit some slopes a little bit and chilled out, so that was pretty fun. Now I'm going to take the long way home. I could take the freeway back, which is pretty straightforward, but I'm really excited how this all-wheel drive is handling on these partially covered snow roads. And it's just, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like, I mean, look, I'm like sideways. It's a lot of fun. But above all, honestly, this car is just so much fun. It is absolutely worth daily driving it if you have to make a few sacrifices, and whether that is in space or in fuel economy. You know, these cars, the fun factor is just so there. Right now I'm hitting this back road. It's called Hockley Valley Road. Some of you may be familiar from the Southern Ontario area. But this is an awesome, awesome road. You can't push it too much, tons of cops. But as far as the little sweepers, I'm digging it. The ski box up there is doing okay. It's not rattling around or anything like that. What a great, great fun day today. I love being able to do a little snowboarding, you know, talk to you guys about my 997, take some back roads home. Just awesome. But yeah, this car is so planted, even with these winter tires. It's still fun. Pretty icy though. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Driving these roads is fun even in the winter time. That's awesome. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I pushed at least some of you into 997 ownership. Amazing cars, and I highly recommend experiencing at least a year of daily driving this thing. It's been an absolute riot for the last 8 months, and time has flown. So I'm going to end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe, comment, and like, and I'll see you guys next Thursday. Take care.